Today I'm going to show you how to create functions in C#. This will also include how to use both parameters and arguments. First, let's just create a simple program to implement sales tax. Alright, now that I've added the variables, let's grab input from the user so that we can grab the subtotal and the tax in their area. Alright, I've come to an error. We are not allowed to convert console.readline to a double. So let me figure out how to work around this. Alright, I think I figured it out. Convert dot to double. Okay, so you would need to use the convert class in order to take input from the user. Yep. Okay, I believe that should work. Now let me take the tax from the user. Okay, there's an issue here as well. There is not a to float thing, but if you go here and hover over the float type, it says it is system.single. So instead of to float, you would do to single to get a floating to get a float variable type. To convert to a float variable type. There we go. Also.readline. Alright. Now that we've gathered all the input we need from the user, we can now calculate total. So let's go create a function to do that. In order to create a function, you would do static, and then the variable type you want to convert to, or you want to, not convert to, but you want to return. So in this case, decimal. That the thing it wants me to do is entirely wrong, but static decimal, and then obviously the name. I need to do the name, the function name. I almost forgot about that. So let's call this total. And then in order to pass by val, you do not need to write by val. It automatically does it. So to pass by val, you would go here. We need to pass a double. We need to take a double. And then the name can be, we already have subtotal. We can just use subtotal again. Okay, we have double subtotal. Now we need float tax. Float tax, semicolon, do this, do this, and this. What's wrong here? Why did I put a semicolon? Okay. Not all code paths return a value, so I need to return something. That's why it'll have the red line until you write return. Here, let me just create decimal total again. And decimal total equals 0. You need to return it. Make sure you always return a value, or else it will show up with a red line. So just return total, semicolon. All right. Now, in order to so these are both passing by val at the moment. In order to pass by ref, you would just type ref here, and it would pass each argument by ref. But because we do not need to pass by ref, we will delete that and just pass by val. So in order to calculate the total, it would be subtotal, or it would be total equals subtotal times tax can we do plus equals, because total equals subtotal, because it needs to initially equal the subtotal. You can't convert through these data types. This is unfortunate because VB does not have this issue. So I will quickly convert dot to decimal subtotal. You're going to get, I have a feeling we are going to get very familiar with the convert command very soon. Convert dot to decimal subtotal times tax, can semicolon. But question is, can we do plus equals? We can. That is great news. So now we have total. Let me quickly, now we are going to set this total equal to something. So total equals calc total, subtotal, comma, tax, semicolon. And I need to capitalize variable. That got me. All right. This should work. Console.writeLine total. Now our program should work entirely. Time to test it. I'm going to quickly just do $100 purchase. 0.07 tax rate. So that should be 107. What the? Okay, it shouldn't have all that. Oh, well, I guess this is a good time to do, to check if there's a currency converter. Oh, it's, format currency. Yeah. I'm gonna figure out if there's a format currency. I don't know if there is. I've got no idea what currency wrapper is. All right, let me quickly find how to convert it to a currency, and I will get back to you in a second. All right, I might have found it. I believe, God, this is so convoluted. All right, I believe it is total dot to string, in parentheses, in quotes, capital C, comma, culture info dot current culture. I believe that is the code to convert it to format currency. So $100.00, 0.07. Yep, it's 100. Okay. So that's also how we would convert to currency, or how we would format currency. Okay. This language seems like it's going to be quite different. But I think it'll still be really fun. All right. Well, since that's since that shows how to do the function and parameters, as well as arguments, and even format currency, I am done for this video. I hope this was helpful. This is definitely terrible quality, but you know, whatever, we ball. So yeah, that's all for me today. Um, I hope you enjoyed. I will be back tomorrow with new things. I've heard there's some rough stuff coming, so be excited for that. See you guys tomorrow.